sharing or giving. So I'll try and get this through to you, but if it doesn't work, it's not my fault. Yeah. It's not working. Did it get through to you? Nope. Not exactly. Okay. So that's why I'm going to be giving book reviews. Because number one, this book can't get to you. Number two, I can buy the same book and give it to everybody. So today I'll be reviewing the book Frindle, written by Andrew Clements. Andrew Clements is the author of more than 50 books for children, including the New York Times bestseller, Lost and Found, and Extra Credits. And the debut book in his new Benjamin, Pratt and the Keepers of the School series, We, the Children, Mr. Clement taught in the public school near Chicago for 7 years before moving to East to begin a career in publishing and writing. He has 4 grown children and lives with his wife in Westboro, Massachusetts. Okay, that's about our author, and this book is illustrated by Mr. Brian Selznick. Okay, that's a hard name to spell. Selznick. Okay, this book is all about a boy named Nick Allen, or moreover Nicholas Allen, that's his full name, and it's his 5th year in school. So when he was in 4th, he had a new teacher named Mrs. Doran, and what he did was he made the whole class into a tropical island, and he set the room thermostat to a very high temperature. So that made it like a tropical island, and all the little girls and boys were wearing jumpsuits and swimsuits, and little tropical trees were stuck at the corners of each bench. So what happens is, in this story, don't get me wrong, Nicholas is not a troublemaker. He just wants to liven things up. So what happens in this book is, Nicholas comes up with a new word called Frindle, and he and a few of his friends have put a solemn oath that they will not use the word pen ever again, and instead they will use the word Frindle. That's why he has a black pen over there. So what he does is, he goes to a shopkeeper and asks, "Can I have a Frindle, please?" And the shopkeeper doesn't know what he's talking about. So he starts pointing to a black pen, and she's like, "Oh, you mean a pen?" And she gives it. This happens for 6 days, and on the 6th day, when Mr. Allen asks him, "Can I have a Frindle, please?" the lady, without any doubt, turns around and gives him a pen. So this goes on, and there's a war between his 5th standard English teacher and him. So it's kind of like a war, and a newspaper wants to know more about it. The word Frindle is spread all over the world. And then, when he's all grown up and he is done, the whole fuss is over. Frindle is like a word, and when he was in 5th standard, his teacher, Mrs. Granger, said, "When this whole fuss is over, you will get a letter." And right at that moment, she asked Nick to sign the envelope and write the date below it, so that he knows what happened. 10 years later, he sent this letter from Mrs. Granger. "Dear Nicholas, if you are reading this letter, it means that the word Frindle has been added to the dictionary." So it is like a dictionary, Oxford Dictionary, and it's been added to a dictionary. "Congratulations. A person can watch the sun rise, but he cannot slow it down or stop it, or make it go backward. And that is what I was trying to do with your word, Frindle. At first I was angry, I admit that, but I was not happy to see the word pen pushed aside if it did not matter. But I guess that if the Latin word for feather had been frindulus instead of pinna, then you probably would have invented the word pen instead." So here Mrs. Granger is telling him that pinna Latin word and it has a long story, and that it became a pen it originated from the word pinna, and it has a long backstory. But Nicholas says, no, my word Frindle also has a story of its own, and it is from my own view. Like the sunrise, some things just have to happen, and all you can do is watch. The word Frindle has existed for less than 3 weeks. Now I see that this is the kind of chance that a teacher hopes for and dreams about. A chance to see bright young students take an idea they have learned in a boring old classroom and put it in a real test in their own world. I confess that I'm very excited to see how it all turns out. But I'm mostly here to watch it happen. But I somehow think I have a small part to play in this drama, and I have chosen to be the villain. Every good story needs a bad guy, don't you think? So here Mrs. Granger has admitted that I have chosen to be the villain of this small drama. So someday I will be asking you to forgive me, and I hope you will. Nick, I know you like to think, but please think about this. When I started teaching, no one had landed on the moon. There were no space shuttles, no CNN, no weather satellites, there were no videos, no cassette recorders, no CDs, no computers. So that must have been a very, very, very long time ago. The world has changed in a million ways. That is why I have always tried to teach children that would be useful no matter what. So many things have gone out of date, but after all these years, words are still important. Words are still needed by everyone. Words are used to think with, to write with, to dream with, to hope and pray with. And that is why I love the dictionary. It endures, it works, and as you know, it also changes and grows. Congratulations again, and I've enclosed a present for you. Yours truly, Mrs. Granger. That is the letter sent to him, and that is a very, very, very touching letter for Nicholas. And when he opens the present, he's surprised to see a pen with the word Frindle wrapped around it. And it says in a really scribblish handwriting, "Dear Mrs. Granger, you are one of my favorite teachers. Here's something I want you to have. Sincerely, a student of yours." There was this scribblish handwriting in the letter. And in the present, there was written, "This object belongs to Mrs. Lorelei Granger, and she may call it in any name she chooses." So that's it, guys, for today. And if you like this video, click the like button. And if you liked anything about this book, or you learned something from the letter, comment down below and hit the subscribe button for more videos like this. Bye bye.